Hey everybody, in today's video, I'm going to be opening the Garmin Instinct Solar for the very first time. Now, I've had this watch before, so I kind of know what to expect here. The reason I want to do this video is for all of you Casio Pro Trek fans out there, or fans of watches that have your basic ABC functions, altimeter, barometer, and compass, but you're not a fan of a smartwatch. You don't want a smartwatch, and I'm going to show you why Garmin is a great option still for you. The reason I'm doing it on the Instinct Solar is because you can find this Instinct Solar model for about $150 if you do some smart shopping. And that's the same price as you can get most Casio Pro Treks, and I think you're gonna get a lot more for your money with the Garmin, even if you don't want to connect it to a cell phone and use any of the smartwatch functions. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna open it up, and we are gonna go through and we're gonna set it, and I'm gonna show you that when you go through here, you do not have to connect it to a cell phone at all, and you're still gonna get a ton of functions that you can use every day, just like as if you had bought a Casio Pro Trek. So let me go ahead and get it taken out of its packaging. And let's make sure you can see this okay. So they've got a little protective sticker over it. Oops, sorry. Now, let's turn it on. Remember, we're just turning it on for the first time. We're going to press the control button. That's going to power up the watch. I'm doing this on the Garmin Instinct Solar. This is the same way if you get the Solar 2, if you get the 2X, if you get the Phoenix. Every Garmin watch you get, you do not have to activate it or connect it to a cell phone, I should say. Now, you're going to miss out on a lot of the smart features that you're paying for. But again, if you're somebody like me, maybe you don't care about that. So first thing we need to do is choose our language. I'm going to choose English. Now, the first thing it says is, hey, do you want to pair this with a phone? Yes or no? I could simply go down here and say no. Next thing it's asking is in my distance. Anywhere I'm using distance on the watch, what's the unit of measure I want? I want miles. My time format, do I want 12, 24, or military? Let's just do 24. My gender, my male or female, my date of birth, even this stuff, you could skip through here if you didn't care about it, your height. All of this stuff comes into activity tracking, but I'm going to show you, we could turn all that off if we want to. Now, first thing it says is, how do you want to set your time? Do you want to use the GPS or do you want to manually set it? It's not asking me for phone because I haven't hooked up a phone to it. I'm going to just simply do manual, and we're going to treat it just like any other watch. So 9:46 is my time. 9:46 is the time. At this point, I've turned on the watch. We are not connected to a cell phone at all. It is not really a smartwatch at this point. Now, you might be wondering, well, great. Look at the watch face here. We can see my battery life. We can see my day of the week. We can see my time. Sunrise and sunset. So this is a value you would get on most Casio Pro Treks. We've got it on this watch. But the other thing we can do is we can press the up or down button, and we've got some different things in here. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these settings because I've done videos in the past that really walk through the specifics. But let's go in here. Let's go to the settings and let's adjust our widgets. So solar intensity, I don't care about. Pulse oximeter, I don't care about. Heart rate, no thank you. I'm just going to start fresh. What are some widgets we can add? Again, not using our cell phone at all. We're just using the data that's on the watch. If you were into tracking your steps and stuff, you could do this without using a cell phone. The only negative that you're going to run into with that is the cell phone is what actually keeps track of your steps over your lifetime. If you just want to see your daily steps, though, you could simply do this, and it would keep your step information on the watch. Just without connecting it to a cell phone, you'd never be able to see that historical data. But I'm talking to the Casio Pro Trek fans out there. So, yep, sunrise and sunset we want, moon phase we want, ABC we want, which is altimeter, barometer, compass. I just want my altimeter, yes. Barometer, yes. Compass, yeah. Temperature, sure. And then all this other stuff. Weather, we're going to need cell phones, so we don't want that. All this other stuff we're going to leave alone. So now, again, I haven't used a cell phone at all. I can press the down button. There's my sunrise and sunset information. Just like on a Pro Trek, I could go any day in the future or any day in the past, and I could see sunrise and sunset information. Press the down button again. There's my moon phase information. How many Pro Treks out there have sunrise, sunset, moon phase, altimeter, barometer, and compass? you've got it here with the Garmin Instinct. So same thing, I could go any day in the future, any day in the past, check out the moon phase, check out the moon rise and moon set. There is my compass. Oh, actually, this is my altimeter, barometer, and compass. So we can see that my elevation is 231 feet. My barometric pressure trend is this arrow down here. And then here's my compass value. I can press the down button again. Here's my elevation, my altimeter. It's using a sensor that is on the watch. Let's see. It's right here on this watch. Just like your Casio Pro Treks, they have a sensor that detects your altitude value, your barometric pressure value. This thing does the exact same thing. It's not using a cell phone at all. A lot of your smartwatches get this information from your cell phone and they record it. This is using the sensor on the watch. So there is our high and low elevation for the day. As the day goes on, we will be able to see a trend here of our elevation changes, just like on a Casio Pro Trek. Press the down button again. Here is my barometric pressure. These values up here are a little bit odd. That's my high and low value. So those will probably adjust as we get going, but there's my current barometric pressure reading. And again, I don't have any historical data because we just powered the watch on. And then there's my regular compass. Here's my temperature, 86 degrees. It's been as low as 83, as high as 86 since we've powered it on. And again, you would have this trend here. The other thing I should mention is you can change your watch face. So I can actually go in and customize this watch face any way I want to, or I can choose other watch faces. How many Pro Treks give you that option? So I'm going to change this one to set some of the stuff that I want to see on here. So again, now I'm going through this stuff pretty quick, but there's moon phase. I don't know. There's my barometric pressure. I've got my sunrise and sunset down there. That's pretty good. So now, even though it's a smartwatch, I'm really not using it as a smartwatch. I'm using it as a tactical ABC watch. The one thing that the Casio Pro Trek has over this watch is at some point, it might be 60 days down the road, at some point you're going to have to plug this in to charge it. I have yet to have a Garmin Instinct that I didn't have to at some point plug in and charge. Whereas a Casio Pro Trek, most of them don't even come with a charge cable. You're going to have to put it out in the sun to get it charged. So battery life is definitely an advantage on the Casio Pro Trek. But with this watch, we've got activity tracking if we want. We could turn that off on the watch. It's a setting that you can turn off if you want. I'm getting a tip because I just turned on the watch, but we don't need that tip. With this watch, though, for about the same price as a Pro Trek, I'm getting moon phase, sunrise and sunset information, altimeter, barometer, compass, activity tracking, so much more, and you still have a pretty good rugged watch. So I hope the video helped. At least it gives you an idea. The whole purpose of this video is to let you know that this is a great watch, even if you don't want to connect it to a cell phone, you don't want to use any of the smart features, you don't want notifications from your cell phone, any of that stuff. Simply don't connect it to a cell phone, and you've got a great ABC watch. If the video helped, if you found it interesting, thumbs up are always appreciated. Thanks for watching.